So guys, welcome back to my channel, and I hope you guys are doing a good job. So today's topic would be the basics of networking, right? Because I'm getting some responses from you guys, like some of you guys are very new to networking, and they are not sure of how they should start learning this CCNA, right? So for those guys like who are new to networking, so this video is going to be purely for you guys only, because I'm going to explain each and everything in detail, and I'm sure like after watching this video you will be able to have good knowledge and you will start doing it yourself, right? So in today's video what we are going to do, we are just going to start with like how and where we can do our practicals, right? So guys, to do your practical for this CCNA thing, what we normally do, we make use of one simulation tool, right? That is called packet tracer. So it has enough information, like when if you want to do the certification in CCNA also, so it is going to help you out throughout your CCNA career, right? Because you will be having all the devices, you will be having all the networking devices, you will be having all the end devices, all routers, switches, right? Everything is there in this packet tracer itself. So we are just going to see each and everything in detail. So I am just going to start with the very basics, how we should download the packet tracer and from where we should download the packet tracer. So all those things we are just going to see it in detail, right? So let's get started. So guys, what we have to do to download this packet tracer, what you need to do, you just need to open Google, and there on the Google you just need to type NetAcad, right? So NetAcad stands for Cisco Networking Academy, right? So let me just say enter. So once you type NetAcad in your Google, so you will be getting this link, right? https://www.netacad.com, right? So I'm just going to open this website, and here what you need to do, you just need to create your account first, right? For that you just need to go to this login, right? Click it. So once you click on this login, so as of now, because my account is already logged in, so let me just log it out and then I will show you how you can create your NetAcad account, right? So let me just log it out. So my account is logged out now, right? So I will show you from the beginning, otherwise you will get confused, right? Because you guys are fresher, so I'll just keep those things in mind. So I'll just take you to the Google once again. So in the Google you just need to type NetAcad and you will get this link. Just click on this link, right? After clicking on this link, you just need to go to this login screen. Just click it here and it is going to take you to the login page. It is getting logged in again and again. 1 second. Let me just log it out. It was not logged out, so we'll have to wait for a couple of minutes so that my account is completely logged out, so that I can just show you how you can create your account and how you can download the packet tracer and which one is the latest version of the packet tracer. So all those things we are just going to see it in detail. So let us just wait. Or what I can do is, because it is taking longer time, because it might be because of some internet issue also. Yeah, this is because of internet issue. So if you guys can hold down, then I will just switch my internet to the other one and then we will see. Alright, so let me just switch it, then we will be good to go. Earlier it was connected to this. Now let me just check if we are able to do it, or otherwise what I can do is I can just try opening this Cisco Networking Academy site in my different browser, so that you can just see. So the only idea is like how we can create our NetAcad account and how we can uh, do the installation of this packet tracer. So actually one pop-up was blocking this particular website, so I'm just allowing this pop-up so that we will be good to go. So I think it should be up and running because we have already allowed this pop-up, so there should not be any issue, right? So what I'll do, I'll just close this page and I'll open the page again. I will do the same thing again. I'll say NetAcad, right? So I'm just going with the first link only, and let me just check if my account is logged out or not. Still it is showing me logged in. Let me just log it out once more time. It should be logged out now because we have already allowed that pop-up which was blocking us in the previous screen, right? So let us see if it is getting logged out. Yes, perfect. So we could log out our account. It was because of that pop-up only we were not able to we were not able to log in, right? Let me just close all these unwanted screens. So this screen you are just going to see once you just click on this NetAcad website. So what you need to do, because I'm having my account created already, so I'm just going to make use of this only. So but for you, what you need to do, you just need to just go downward little bit, and here you will find this option, don't have an account, just sign up. Just click on this. Here you just need to put your mail ID like this. You can put your valid email ID because this mail ID will be used while accessing the packet tracer, right? I am just putting just random information. So as far as the password is concerned, you need to make it, you need to follow the password length and all those things you have to follow. Just put your name and the last name. These are the mandatory details we just need to fill in. You just need to select the country from where you are. We all are from India only, right? And you just need to click on register. So once you click on this register, you will get a mail, right? So you will be getting your account registered, as well as you will be getting the password for login to your NetAcad account, right? I hope this is clear to everyone. If you still have any doubt related to the creation of this account, then you can always feel free to just put it down in the chat. Now what I'm going to do, because I'm already having my account created, so I'm just going to show you like how we can log into that account. So once you will create this account, you will be getting your credentials. So you have to follow this. So you will click on this login. Here you will put your email ID, register mail ID, which you have used for creating your account, like this, and you will say next, and you just need to provide your password and click on login. So once you click on login, so your account will be logged in like this. You will be able to see your name here, right? Now basically what we need to do now, we just need to download the packet tracer, right? So for downloading the packet tracer, you just need to come to this menu item that is called resources, and under the resources we have download packet tracer. You just need to click on this link, click it like this. So once you click on this link, it is taking you to the another page, which is just giving you some information about the packet tracer. So as you can see this, download Cisco Packet Tracer, and this is the best way to learn about the networking, right? So as you can read it out something here, Cisco Packet Tracer, an innovative simulation and visualization tool. Basically it's a simulation tool, right? And which helps you to practice networking, cybersecurity and other things, right? And what are use Cisco Packet Tracer for these things. Put your knowledge into practice, because you will be able to like add devices, the networking devices, and user and devices, everything you will be able to do. And it is going to help you to pass your certification, right? Because right now you're just learning the CCNA, and once you will get into the certification thing, then it is definitely going to help you out in the longer run, because you will be able to store all your practicals and all, right? And you will be getting a PKT file, so that we are just going to see it in detail, right? And definitely it is going to sharpen your skills for the job interview also, because you're just able to do anything, right? You are able to add devices in the Cisco Packet Tracer. You are able to add switches, you are able to add routers, then you will be doing the routing, you will be doing the so many practicals which you can see on my YouTube channel also. So that is going to help you in the longer run, right? So let me just give you some more information about the Packet Tracer, because this session is going to be purely a basic session, because you guys should be able to understand the concept, right? So as you can see this, to download this Packet Tracer, you just need to go little bit downside. If you want to learn, you can learn this, right? It is just giving you an information about the Packet Tracer, what all things you can do, right? So if you want to just go about with this Packet Tracer, how to use Packet Tracer and all, so there is a separate video like which is here. You can just click on this link and you can just watch the video also, right? Otherwise what I would suggest you, because I am just going to explain each and everything in detail, so it would not like you don't need to watch any other video, or if you want you can do so, but I'm just going to explaining you each and everything, right? So these are the video which are already available. Some of the videos are related to the IoT, Internet of Things. Some of the videos are related to this Packet Tracer, like exploring networking and Cisco Packet Tracer. That is going to be a 3 hours of duration, and this is getting started with the Cisco Packet Tracer, how we can use this Cisco Packet Tracer, what all things we can be done with the help of this Cisco Packet Tracer. So if you guys have some time, you have 2 hours of time, then definitely I would suggest you to go and watch these videos, because these videos are going to help you in the longer run, right? So you can do this also, right? It is always good to see as many videos as you can see, because definitely it is going to like give you a boost in your knowledge, right? So we are just going little bit downward. So as you can see this, we have the download informations here, right? To successfully install and run Cisco Packet Tracer, the following system requirement must be met, right? So what is the like minimum system requirement for this, right? So when we talk about this Cisco Packet Tracer, so as of now the Cisco Packet Tracer version is 8.1. Guys, please give me a moment. I have one call. Just hold for a second. So sorry guys, I'm back now. So we were on this particular point. We were discussing about the version of this Packet Tracer, right? So as of today, the Packet Tracer version is 8.1, right? So it may vary, like today we are like on 8th of March 2022, right? So the latest packet version as of today is 8.1. So it is available in 64-bit also, and it is also available in 32-bit, right? As you can see this, on the number 1 we are having Cisco Packet Tracer 8.1, and number 2 we have Cisco Packet Tracer 8.1, that is 32-bit, right? This is the version of Cisco Packet Tracer. It is not Windows 8 or 10 or something, right? So the minimum requirement for using this Packet Tracer is like, for the 64-bit version, it can be easily like work on Windows 8.1, Windows 10, 11, 64-bit, 32-bit, right? So as per your bits, you can download the packet tracer. It also works on this Linux Ubuntu, right? And it is also available for Mac OS also, or newer versions, right? So your processor should be like AMD 6486 CPU, right? And you should have at least 4 GB of RAM and 1.4 GB of free disk space, right? So the configuration for this 32-bit is little bit varying, right? As you can see this, it can work on to Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11, and it also supports this 86 processor, because that is 32-bit always gets indicated with this x86 compatible CPU only, right? Yeah. And for this 32-bit of version, we should have at least 2 GB of RAM. And as far as the disk space is concerned, so we should have at least 1.4 GB of free disk space. So I think these are the basic configuration, because we all already have this much of configuration available with us, right? Because we are having 4 GB of RAM with a 64-bit processor. And as far as the space is concerned, everybody is having a good space in the system, so that is not going to be a worry for you. So you can just go and download this packet tracer. Now we are just going to see, right? You can just read it out, right? Now we are just going on to this download page directly, right? We are just moving at the download side. So we are having this desktop version, Windows desktop version, that is 8.1.1. It's in English. So we are having both the it comes in both the operating mode, like 64-bit or 32-bit. So as per your Windows operating system, like if it is 64-bit version, then you should go with the 64-bit, and if your Windows version is 32-bit, then you can start downloading this 32-bit version, right? It is also available for Ubuntu, right? You must have seen that, like in some of the laptops, we always get this Ubuntu installed, right? So if you have Ubuntu, then you should go with this only, right? This is for the Ubuntu version, and this is for the Windows version. And if any of you guys are using this Mac operating system, Mac PC, then you should always go with this, and it only comes in 64-bit operating system, right? I hope this is clear to you, right? If I'm going little bit at the download side, so we are able to see the previous versions of this Cisco packet tracer also, right? So if any of you want to like go with the previous version because of any reason, so what you can do is, like, you can just move downward and you can just start downloading the same, right? It always comes in desktop version also, Ubuntu version also, and the Mac version also, right? So right guys, so I'm just going to take you upward only, right, from where we started. So these are the things which we have already seen, right? If you want to watch the videos, then you can just go and watch. You just need to spend some time, and it is going to give you like a good hands-on the packet tracer only, like how we use it. Or if you want to just go ahead with my video only, that is also going to be more than enough for you guys, right? So choice is up to you. So we are just going like downward side, and there we are having a option for this Windows desktop version 8.1.1 English version, because as of now my machine is on Windows operating system only. So I'm just going to click on this 64-bit version, right? So for some of you, if you want to check like which version, like whether you have a 64-bit version or a 32-bit version, how you can check, you can just right click on your My Computer, just go to properties, right? And here you can see the system type. So as you can see this, my system type is 64-bit operating system, x64-bit based processor, right? And I'm using Windows 10 Professional, right? So I'm just going to close this. I hope it is clear to you. If you are having a 32-bit operating system, then you will find 32-bit, right? I'm using 6 GB of RAM, right? So let me just open my page. So my Cisco packet tracer 8.1.1 is getting downloaded. So guys, as you can see, this the size of this file is 222 MB, right? So once it is saved, you can just keep a copy in any of your backup folder. You may have your backup folder in D drive or E drive, or if you want to make a copy of the same in any of the external drive, that is also going to be a good option for you. Because wherever you are, like you are sitting somewhere and you have some free time, right? And if you have the packet tracer already in your backup device, then you can just start downloading the packet tracer and you can just start practicing yourself, right? So it is going to take just 1 minute time. In the meantime, we are just going on this call only, right? So after downloading this packet tracer, you just need to do the installation, right? So what I'm going to do, installation process is very simple. Like if you guys have any kind of doubt related to the installation, then you can always just put it down in the comment section, right? I'll be more than happy to answer your queries. But I have this packet tracer already installed in my machine, so I'm just going to start with that only, because we will be saving time this way and our video would not be so much of lengthy for today. So once you do the installation, like once it is downloaded, you just need to just double click on this exe, and it is going to ask you some basic informations, right? It is going to ask you like from where you want to install, right? You want to allow it for all the users or not? You want to allow for the logged in user only? All those things, all those basic information it is going to just ask you, right? So I am just going to show you like how we can do the installation. So guys, we could successfully download this Cisco packet tracer. So what I normally do, I always keep a copy of such things in my other drive, so that whenever in future if I would like to use the same exe, or sometimes what happens is like I just want to work on a particular version only, so it is going to help you out in that longer run. And sometimes we are like short of internet internet connectivity and all. In those cases it would be very helpful, right? So let's get started. So guys, my setup is already downloaded, and we just need to copy it, as I have copied, as you must have seen that. I'll just cut it from here and I will keep it somewhere in my D drive or E drive, right? So what I normally do, I would suggest you to do the same if you can. So I have created a software folder, right, in my F drive, I guess, softwares, right, and I will just make it as Cisco packet tracer. I'll just give it a name to my folder, Cisco packet tracer version 8.1.1, and I will save it here. So I was telling you how you can do the installation. So the installation of this Cisco packet tracer would be very simple. So I don't want to do this Cisco packet tracer installation now, but I'm just going to show you how you can do this. You just need to just say right click. If you can do, you just right click and run as administrator, because if you have any kind of issues related to the permissions, then this exe will have the full rights, right? So it is always better to go with this run as administrator to avoid any kind of errors during the installation, right? So I have just clicked on this run as administrator. It is going to ask you for this user account control setting, that you always have to make it yes, right? Now it is going to ask us some basic information, like as we will see it here. First of all, it is asking us to accept the agreement, because whenever we do the installation of any software, so it always ask you for the accepting the agreement, because unless and until we will not accept the agreement, we cannot move further, right? We cannot proceed, right? So I have already accepted the agreement. I will say next. So as I told you in the beginning, it is going to ask you where exactly you want to store your packet tracer, right? So by default it is going to take you into this program files only, and if you want to store it somewhere else, like if you want to store it in a particular folder of your choice, that you can also do. You can change the drive also. That is totally up to you. You can put the exact path here. You can just go to any of the folder and copy and paste. Otherwise you can make use of this browse button. So you can just browse it and you can define where exactly you want to do the installation of this packet tracer, right? Then you will say next, and by default it is taking this name as your icon name, Cisco packet tracer. So I would suggest you to let it be the same, but in any case if you want to change it, you can change it also, and you will say next, and it will start doing the installation of your packet tracer. So for now I am just going to cancel this because I already have this packet tracer installed in my machine. So I would like to show you with that only. So if you guys will have any kind of doubt related to the installation of this packet tracer, do let me know. I will help you on this also. So for now I am just cancelling this. Yes, so this has been cancelled. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to open my packet tracer. As you can see, this is the packet tracer icon I have. So you may get a different packet tracer icon, right? Because my packet tracer version is like the older one, right? But it is going to do the same thing for you also. So I'm just going to open my packet tracer. So once you just double click on the packet tracer, so what screen you are just going to see, that I will show you, and it is going to ask you to log into your account, right? Sometimes it won't ask you, let's say if you are not having the internet connection, then it may not ask you the user credential, but in maximum of the cases it is going to ask you for this user credentials, right? So as you can see, this it is just showing you this networking, Cisco Networking Academy, right? And here we just need to log in, right? On the left hand side it is going to ask you to put your email ID. So whichever email ID you have used for creating your NetAcad account, that email ID you have to use it here, and you will be getting a password in that mail also from the Cisco, right? So I'm just going to make use of my own credentials which I'm using to do some practicals in Cisco packet tracer, right? So I'm just going to key in that information here. I will say next, and then I have to type my password, right? After typing the password, you can just press enter also, or you can just click on this login, right? One more thing I would like to tell you here is that, like, if you have forgot your password, then you can just follow the below links, forgot password, or if your account is locked due to any reason, then they have given us the option to unlock the account, right? For now these points are not valid, so these are just for the reference purpose only. So I have key in my password information here, and I'm just going to log in. So it is going to make me log in the Cisco packet tracer, right? So this is the screen which we get after the login page. So let me just give you some brief about this packet tracer, because this is going to be a basic session. I will be creating a separate video in which I will be explaining more and more things about this packet tracer. So I'm trying to cover as much things I can, like on today. So we will start from this menu item only, right? In the file we have new option. These are the basic thing as we know, right? So this new page is already open, right? So what we are going to do, we are just going to take two devices here, right? First of all, we will start our practical with the end devices only. So as you can see this here, this icon indicates all the networking devices, and this particular icon in the bottom indicates the end devices. So when we talk about the end devices, in the end devices we are having PCs, laptop, server, right? Mail server, printer. These are the end devices. Phone, TV, iPhone, wireless tablet. These are all the end devices. And similarly, if I'll click on this networking devices, so as you can see this, we are able to see all the routers here. These are the different series of routers we have. If we want to take the switch, so once you click on this networking device, so if you see on the below screen, it is going to show you all the networking devices we have. So by default it is clicked on this router icon, so that is what it is showing you, the list of all the routers we have. If we want to have a look of the switches only, so if I click on switch, then it is going to give you the list of all the switches which are available in the packet tracer, right? Similarly, we are having hubs, but nowadays nobody is going to use the hubs, but we have a concept of hub also, because it always does the broadcast, right? it was an older technology, but nowadays you will not find any hubs in the market, right? So these are the wireless devices like wireless access point and all, right? So we are just going to talk about the end devices. So I will just click on this end devices, right? And I have clicked on this end devices, and I am just going to take one PC, right? So to take this PC, what you guys need to do, you just need to select this PC here in the bottom, as you can see. Just click it, drag and drop. Just click it, drag and drop, right? So you can just adjust it as per your requirement. Wherever you want to keep, you can keep it. So that is totally up to you, right? So as you can see that I have taken two end devices here. So let me take one, let us just talk about two end devices only, because we will not be able to make the communication between two end devices without using this switch, right? So we will be taking that concept of switch in the upcoming video, which will be related to this Cisco Packet Tracer Advanced, right? So what I am going to do, I am just going to make use of the cable also. So guys, as you can see this, if I click on this particular icon, so it clearly indicates that connections. So these are the different type of cables, right? So when we talk about the connecting our end-to-end devices, we always make use of crossover cable, right? So if it is a different device, let's say we are just going to make the connection between my switch and my PC, then in those cases we use the straight cable, right? But here in this connections we have one automatic cable, right? So automatic cable will automatically set its if it is a same devices, like we are talking about the end-to-end devices, so it is going to do the same thing for you also. I will click it here, just click it and click it. So guys, as you can see, this green symbol indicates that we could make the connection successfully, right? So connection has been made between PC1 and PC2. So let me just make one name here. Let me just put a text file. So guys, as you can see, this is, if you click on this icon, so it clearly indicates that this is a text for referencing purpose. Let's say I'll just give it a name, PC1, right? And for this I'm just going to make it as PC2, PC1 and PC2, right? So what we need to do, so this is going to be our first spectacle, right? So let me just double click on this PC1, right? As you can see this, there are so many things here, but today what we are going to do, we are just going to assign the IP address to my devices and devices. So for assigning the IP addresses, what you need to do, you just need to double click and come to this desktop, right? And as you can see this, there are so many things. We are just only going to talk about the IP configuration only, because we have to assign the IP address so that we can just check the connectivity between my PC1 to PC2, right? So I'm just clicking on this, and here I'm just going to put one IP address to my PC. I'm just going to make use of class B address. So I'm taking one address from class B, right? Let me just take it as 2, and for my second PC I'm just going to make it as 4 or 3, 172.16.1.4. let's say first device was having the IP address as 172.16.1.4, 1.2, and let's say I'll take it 1.3. So we have successfully assigned the IP address, right? So guys, because if you are new to networking, so basically we have a tool to just check the connectivity between device 1 to device 2, right? So that we call it as ping tool, PING, ping, right? So what we are going to do, we are just going to check the connectivity between my PC1 and my PC2, right? So this PC is having, let me just make it a note for you so that it would be easy, you will not have any doubt. This PC is having an IP address 1.2, and this PC is having an IP address of 172.16.1.3, right? So what we are going to do, we are just going to check the connectivity, right? This is our agenda, right? So I'm just going here. So we are going to make use of this ping tool, ping. So here in the desktop, right? So what we did is we have just double click on this PC. Earlier we have set the IP configuration from here, right? So I will close it here and I will just go to the command prompt. So this is my CMD prompt and I'm just going to ping from PC1 to PC2, right? So I'm going to make use of this ping tool, ping. Then you have to specify the IP address of that other device, 172.16.1.3. So guys, as you can see that we are successfully able to do the communication between our two devices, right? So if I'll try to ping it from my second PC to this PC, so that communication will also happen. So I will just show you. So let me just put it down. Now I am trying to ping from PC2 to PC1, right? So I will just say, let me just double click on my PC2, right? Ping, sorry, 172.16.1.2. So as you guys can see, we are successfully able to communicate between both the devices, right? And one thing I would like to show you, like, because we have taken two devices and both the devices are showing you the same name, right? If I'm just double clicking on this and if I'm going to the command prompt, so this is showing it as PC0 and that is showing it as PC1, right? So here we have just given it as a name, but what we can do is, like, if we want to like give any name to my device, so what we can do is we can just go to the configuration. Let's say we can make it as server and I'll make it as client. Client. Accordingly, I am just going to make the changes here to avoid the confusion. This is my server PC and this is going to be my client PC. To make it more clear to you, if I will again go to my server and if I want to just ping this particular address, then I will show you the difference. I am just going to the desktop. If I am going to the command prompt, so as you can see this now it is showing it as a server and we are just going to ping to my client with the help of this ping tool. See this? We are successfully able to communicate, right? So let me just add one more thing also. Let's say these are the two devices we have. If we want to add one more device in this topology, so what we have to do, we have to make use of one switch. I'm just going to give you a complete information on all the devices which we can add in this Cisco packet tracer. For now I'm just going to show you. Let me just take one more device, let's say laptop, and if I will try to connect from here to there, then we will not be able to do the connection, because every end device is only having one LAN port, right? So one LAN port we have already occupied for this FA00 for making the connection between server to client. Now if I will try to make use of this automatic cable and if I'll try to connect, then it will not get connected. See this? The cable cannot be connected to that port because that port is already occupied, so we cannot make the connection like this, right? So what we can do is, like in those cases, we can make use of the networking device that is called a switch. So I'm just clicking on the networking device, then I'm just going to the switches, So in those cases we'll have to make use of switch, right? I'll just put my switch here, and I will put my laptop here also, just to look good. And I'm just going to make use of this automatic cable, and I will just put it here. 1 second. So in those cases, what we have to do, all the devices would be connected to the switch only. This is one device, and this is my second device, and this is my third device. So I will keep this device here only, like this. Right? So let me just assign one more IP address to this device also, and we will see how the communication happens. Like it would be like that only. We will be able to ping it. So let me just put the IP address as 4 for this device. Again, we are going to do the same thing. We are just going to just double click on this laptop. We will come to desktop. We have to assign the IP address. In the IP configuration, just click, and here we can assign the IP 16.1.4. right? We will be talking about what default gateway is in the upcoming lecture, because default gateway is all about when we want to communicate to a different network, right? So in this practical, default gateway is not required. So let me just try to ping from this laptop to my server. Ping 172.16.1.2. See guys, we are successfully able to do the connection, and same thing we can do for this also. We can try to ping from here to my client also. 1 second. 172.16.1.3. so as you can see this, we are successfully able to ping it, right? So guys, this was all the basic thing we have discussed today. So I will be creating a separate video on all the devices. In my next practical, I will be explaining you how we can configure a router, and how do we do the connection between one router to another router. And as you can, if you go to my channel, and then you will find some routing protocol which I have already discussed, like RIP, static routing, all those things I have discussed. So if you guys have any doubt related to the videos which are already available on my channel, then I would request you to please put it down in the comment section, so that I can just read your comment, and accordingly I'll be able to answer your doubts, right? So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you want me to create such more videos, then just please let me know, because unless and until I will not come to know what exactly you want, because as far as myself is concerned, I'm just creating all the videos in detail, right? And I'm just going to take each and every topic in detail only. So you will be getting all the information related to this CCNA, right, on my channel itself. And you will be able to see all the basic thing as well as the advanced things on the channel. And because I'm already a working professional in the market, so whatever issues I will be facing on day-to-day life, so I would try to give you the hints. I would try to give you the explanation on those things also, so that it would become easy for you guys. Because whenever you will start working in the field, and if you will have the similar doubt, then you can always refer those things in your practical way to the for the smooth functioning of the work you are doing, right? So I hope I have cleared your concept. So guys, if you like my videos, so I would request you to please subscribe to my channel, and I would also request you to put some valuable comment from your side, so that it would be helpful for all of us, and it would also going to help me to get more subscriber if I'm if I'm delivering the right content as per your requirement, right? So thank you very much. Thanks a lot for your time and have a nice day. Thank you.